Hey, it's Anthony Pietrobono here. Welcome back to the third week of the Double My Money Challenge. We're going into week 3 now. So we had 2 weeks down, halfway through January, and we are up 34%. As you can see, the portfolio value is now sitting at $3,409. We can see that we have 36.1% gains on CRISPR and 9.3% gains on Square. We own 50 shares at a cost basis of 155.9. Current price is 212.2. Square, 30 shares, 214 as our cost basis. Current price, 234.4. Now, we were able to use $10,000 to start this challenge 2 weeks ago, and I used an additional $4,235 on margin. That's why we see $14,000 as negative on cash, because this amount was zero when we started. I'll leave it in the cards up above so you can see what we started with and when we started. Then currently now portfolio value is $3,409 because we ended up having $0 in this account, and I used my buying power from my other accounts. Remember, the whole goal here is to see how long it takes us to achieve 100% gains, turning a $10,000 account into a $20,000 account. Thus far, we are up 34%. Now, this is where we need to reassess. We need to say, hey, am I going to take profits and put money into other trades? Currently, at the moment, I haven't been putting a lot of time and research into new opportunities. So from my eyes, the best opportunity is still in CRISPR, Square, and in Tesla. So I personally, I'm not planning on taking profit right now because I don't know where to put that money. That's what you need to ask yourself. When you're going to take profits on something, you need to have another place for the money to go. If you don't have another opportunity that seems like it's a greater opportunity and there's more upside in the near term than the current opportunity, then don't take profits. There's no point taking profits on something if you still feel like there's more upside on the current opportunity than there is on another opportunity. You're not going to just sell if you don't have a plan for that money to go. I currently don't have a plan for that money to go. I'm going to spend time today looking at other opportunities where I might want to put that money, but I currently have the highest conviction in CRISPR. I think CRISPR is highly undervalued right now, still today. Square, still undervalued. Not a huge gains I don't see for Square when you're comparing that to CRISPR or Tesla. But for me, Square is like a safe bet where there's another 100% gain in it for sure over the next few years. But for CRISPR, I can see another 5x from here over the next years. So that one to me seems like the most upside. And let me know in the comments below, are you following along? Do you own CRISPR? Do you own Square? I'm really curious to see what you own and if you have followed along these past 2 weeks. In the previous videos, a lot of you guys were asking me for my current watch list, and this is my current watch list. We have Apple, Air Canada, Amazon, ARKG, ARKK, Blink, CRISPR, Facebook, Fiverr, Google, Microsoft, Neo, Nvidia, Palantir, Peloton, Rocket Mortgage, SBE, Space, Square, TECL, Tesla, Workhorse, Xpeng, and Zoom. Out of this entire list, my favorites are Tesla, Neo, CRISPR, the ARK funds, and Square. CRISPR Therapeutics is a gene editing company, and recently they have cured a few patients with sickle cell anemia, which is incurable, and they were able to cure them with one transfusion. The current market cap is actually sitting at 15 billion. This is where I made the first video about CRISPR, and I bought on the sell-off here, and I ended up averaging my cost basis around here. Recently, we just took off. We had that 18% gain, a little bit of sell-off, and now a new spike of 9.6%. The revenue is lumpy. There is no consistent revenue because it depends on collaboration. So there can be quarters with absolutely no revenue, and that's the risk with this company. They don't have consistent revenue that they bring in. So this brings a lot of investors away from it, because if you try to make this company seem worth the price, you won't be able to if you try to use numbers based on revenue, because some quarters they have 200 million in revenue and some quarters they literally have $500,000 in revenue. So if you're trying to come up with a $15 billion market cap based on that, you won't be able to with that kind of revenue. What you're doing is you're looking at the researchers behind it. You're looking at Jen Doudna, and you're looking at if you believe that they're on the cusp of solving these diseases. And then the second question is, do you believe that the healthcare system will allow CRISPR Therapeutics to use these to solve diseases? And if you do believe that, what's your timeline? How soon, how many years do you think they will be allowed to do this? If you watch the documentary on CRISPR, then you'll see that they're actually able to do a whole bunch of things. They're able to enhance humans. They're able to increase the strength. They're able to increase baselines of testosterone with gene editing. These are all crazy things, but they're not allowed to do it based on regulations. So the question is, when do you think they're going to be allowed to do this to solve things like cancer and other diseases? If you don't think that they're going to be ever allowed to do this, then you're not going to want to be invested in CRISPR. I personally believe that they will be, and it gives me extra confidence doing research on Cathie Wood and Cathie Wood's confidence in CRISPR, as well as having CRISPR Therapeutics as their #1 holding in ARKK. Never just invest because someone you look up to invests heavily into one company, because you can look at Chamath Palihapitiya, and he's got a lot of SPACs going on. There's been some SPACs and some investments that he has been involved with where they have done very poorly. Now, there's been a lot where they've done very well. So you don't ever invest based on the confidence of another individual. That's a red flag. But what you can do is you can do research into the way they think, and then you can do the research into the leader and the way they think. Then you can look at the trends for the future. And if you believe in the trend combined with the confidence in the leader, the knowledge of the leader, the way they think, combined with other people who are heavily invested, these are all goalposts and they're all stands to increase confidence in your own investment. So if you're able to increase your own confidence by all this metrics, by the leader, by someone else, by another fund, you put all this together with the future trend, you're able to develop a confidence into investing in the company. Now, if you don't have all of these reference points, then you're not going to invest, or you're not going to invest as heavily. I personally put over $200,000 into CRISPR Therapeutics across all my accounts, and it has paid off so far tremendously, but I do still plan on holding for the future, because think about the kind of market cap this company could accomplish and grow into if they're able to solve more diseases beyond sickle cell anemia, and then the regulators allow them to actually do this. And as for Square, Square is led by Jack Dorsey, and I've talked about Square in plenty of other videos, so I'm not going to talk about it so much here. First thing we're seeing right now is a price target has actually been raised just a few minutes ago to $304 per share, and that's actually been my target for the end of 2021. So by January 2022, in 12 months time, I believe Square will be $300 per share. That's my own personal target. That's why I'm invested in Square. Current market cap is at 102 billion. PayPal's market cap is about 250 billion. So we're looking at a 2.5 times from here. The question is, do you think Square can grow into PayPal's size and PayPal's market cap? I personally do. That's the reason why I've invested well over $100,000 into Square as well. That's going to conclude today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you appreciated it. Let me know what you own down in the comments below. Subscribe for more weekly updates like this and portfolio updates, where I also share my stock picks coming up. I'll see you in the next video.